peekaboo. You know what I'm saying? Peekaboo. Shit, get somebody in here. All right. And the word for today is tariffs. That's the word for today. All right. Tariffs. That's the word of the day. Shout out to the one person. Cherie Carter. What's up? The word for today is tariffs. And at the end of the day got to end, right? At the end of the day got to end. But these tariffs are looking like they are not ending. So what do we have to do? What do we have to do, people? Look, I only got one person. You see that? I bought these cups a few minutes ago, and you see that? It says made in USA. That's what it say. Huh? So what can we do about these tariffs? What we should have been doing all along was buying our own. Buying our own. So next time you're in the damn store, see how many times you see this. Made in the USA. You would have to Google. Understand, you would have to Google. You got to look up what's all made in the United States these days. That's how much. That's how much it shows that. Damn, I ain't even got my notes. That's how much it shows how long we've been depending on other people's products or just not giving a damn, looking at the shelf saying, well, this is a cheaper price, I'm going to get that. Hold that thought. Wait a minute. All right, now we back. Okay, so you're going to want to find some made in the USA. All right, this, if you want to make America great again, this is just my opinion. You better start buying made in the USA. But is it too late? Because I tell you what, now what I always said when Trump started off these tariffs, I said, wouldn't it make more sense if we started producing our own products that you are now looking like trying to take away, not literally take away, but put tariffs on stuff that we need, we've been getting all these years. Wouldn't it have been more smarter to already have this in play that way? You know what I'm saying? Because we got to go over some shit. We got to go over some shit. And the word of today is tariffs. Somebody wanted me to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it because, you know, it's strange. All right. It's just a lot of strange stuff going on, people. And I got a little list of what I'm going to go over. And we're going to go over this together. All right. Many papers. Many pages to the puzzle. Many pieces to the puzzle, right? Okay. So, Donald Trump. Start with Donald Trump. Donald Trump he posts this. He says Mexico owes Texas 1.3 million acre feet of water under the 1944 water treaty. But Mexico is unfortunately violating their treaty obligation. All this time, I be thinking about shit. And I'm just like, I don't know if he the only president recently, you know, in the past 12 years has said anything about this Mexico owe Texas some goddamn water. He going all the way back, Jack. Oh, man, he cleaning house. Look, though. To break something down, it makes sense. Because in order to make something new or reborn, you have to tear the old down. You got to tear the old system down. All the old rules that was in play, people getting by, da-da, this and that. Well, nations and countries getting by, da-da, this and that. He turn your ass down. Now, he also says, this is very unfair and it's hurting South Texas farmers very badly. Last year, the only sugar mill in Texas closed because Mexico has been stealing the water from Texas farmers. Now, he says now Ted Cruz has been leading the fight to get South Texas the water old, but Sleepy Joe, he called Biden Sleepy Joe, refused to lift a finger to help farmers. All right. All right. Now, on top of that, Trump has halted. He has stopped water to Tijuana, until they comply. If they don't, we will escalate with tariffs and maybe even sanctions. So they've been stealing water. That is ridiculous. Okay? Motherfucking ridiculous. All right. Off the grid. So, I don't know if y'all heard that speech that Trump goddamn said. But anyway, I'm gonna get to that. But so yeah, he done stopped the water to Tijuana until they comply. That's crazy. So let's go to Apple, because all of this is we talking about tariffs. So you got Apple phone, Apple iPhone. Quietly moved 1.5 million iPhones. 600 tons worth from India to the United States through cargo flights, racing to outrun Trump's tariffs. They think they're being smart. So the company even pressured the Chennai airport to slash customs clearance times from 30 to 6 hours. Instead of 30 hours, it will take 6 hours to keep shipments moving. That's crazy. Apple like, hold up, he finna do all that. Well, let me give me some money before that. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what they saying. We talking about tariffs. So Amazon CEO, what the Amazon CEO got to say? He warns that Trump's tariffs will pass tariff costs directly to consumers. And we know this. Damn it, we know this. That's why. About 30 minutes ago, I went to Dollar General and shit. I had to buy some ins and outs. And look, I always buy these cups, though. Made in USA. I like throwaway cups, right? Why? Because you can drink out of them and throw them away. Made in USA. That's what you better start doing. But is that going to help? Not if. No, it's not going to help. Not if we don't have the production already over here. See, they've been sending production over there. So, can we get it back over here? Because while you doing these tariffs, Trump, I think the smarter thing what it did was to make sure we got production of what you finna put taxes on. We got it rolling over here as well already. Because it's a lot of shit going on, Trump. People talking back to you. Hey, we don't need that. So yeah, Amazon CEO warns, hey man, all these tariffs is going to get passed directly to the consumer. The sellers will pass the tariff costs directly to the consumer. We know this. But they say it's good. Trust the process. You're going to be all right. How long it's going to take, Trump? Maybe could be 2 years, could be, hey man, it's a long time. I'm struggling, bro. I already been struggling. Now you're going to make me struggling even more. Oh, you a fucked up individual, motherfucker. Damn. Amazon CEO, the retail giant is scrambling to stockpile inventory before new import taxes kick in. See, he trying to fill himself up because he gonna also have to pay whatever. But these American companies, y'all better watch y'all ass with these tariffs. Huh? So, I don't know what the fuck this person's saying. But you got to go. Now, so even Amazon CEO is warning consumers. So basically letting you know when those taxes come in, for real, when they kick in, y'all know y'all shit gonna be higher on Amazon. Higher all over. Don't matter. So he just letting y'all know though. You know, we not exempt either. He getting our ass too. Panama deal. Now we talking about the Panama Canal. Now Panama deal allows United States to deploy troops to the canal. The document signed by top security officials from both countries allows U.S. military personnel to deploy to Panama, control facilities for training, so they say, exercises, and a range of other activities. What are the other activities? Because it's looking like, did Trump just take over the Panama Canal? Huh? Didn't he say he was going to do that? That's what that looked like to me. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be misreading. I could be misreading a tad bit. But that's what it looking like. They didn't sign some deal with Trump ass. They say, yeah, man, yeah. So that's even more problems set up in the future with China. Didn't China have they little pause on it? It was sold or given to China. When United States gave it to the Panama Canal to I forgot who they gave it to. Damn, bitch. But either way, United States gave that up as a gift. Then they stank ass gave it to or sold it to China. What's up? All right now. So even though Trump paused tariffs for 90 days, he did do that, but not to everybody. Now the White House confirmed that tariffs on non-USMCA goods from both countries are still locked in. And that's the 25% across the board, with energy and potash holding at 10%. If it's not in the trade deal, it's still on the hook. The break is for countries that played it smart, not for those already on notice, right? Now, tariffs hitting India, Vietnam, and China at 145%. Good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. Somebody stop this man. Somebody stop this man. Well, anyway, it's 145% tariff tax. Now, Apple iPhone ramped up Indian production and ran Foxconn factories on Sundays. So they hit them 7 days a week, 24/7. We're like, fuck this shit. We got to get these damn phones over there to the United States. Right? So we can still get some money, because this boy is over here doing these tariffs and shit. Ain't nobody gonna be paying $3,000 for no iPhone, no $4,000 for no damn iPhone. Now, if you doing that, I know people addicted to iPhone. I thought it was crazy when the prices, when they first came out, and them prices was thousands and like 1,200 and 1,500 and 1,800. Like, hey, what's up? It's a phone. Huh? That cracks easy. You update it every fucking year. You're really selling us a piece of shit, and we don't even know it. They laughing. But anyway, that's why they getting the phones over here. They got what they saying, 1.6 million phones. So anyway, now it's been talk about factories are closing in United States and worldwide because of this. It's getting out of hand. Now, China strikes back with a 84% United States tariff. What that Amazon CEO say? He say these tariffs, the seller is gonna directly pass that price on to the consumer. So not only are you paying, you just paying higher tax and higher shipping, and plus the product might stay the same price, but you gotta pay to get it. He might bump some of that up because then you're going to have price gouging, whatever you call it. Because they could do that. Because you're going to have people that's still going to buy that shit. They don't get no damn. That's people with the money and don't get no damn. All right? They don't get no damn. But what I say, is it too late to start doing this? Made in the USA. Don't that look good? It look real good now these days. I want to see a lot of shit say made in USA because this ain't right. I say, what now? Start making the shit. Replace the shit he doing. Y'all trying to close shit and shit. See, man. They ain't got no choice right now because that's where they was getting their shit from. They'll have to pay. They all greedy and selfish because now, see, you was giving people. That's why you put the companies over there, overseas. So you won't have to pay people over here a good wage. You pay them any and everything. They happy with that. No, Americans ain't gonna be happy with that. Fuck wrong with you, boy. Shit high as hell. Y'all made it this way, not us. The only way y'all exist is because of we the people. Buy y'all shit. Stop it. Now you gonna make us buy your shit and raise the goddamn taxes. Come on, man. Own the shit. It look like it's still some companies getting away with shit because they just gonna tax your ass on what they had to get the taxes. Put it like that. The taxes they had to spend to bring it over here and to distribute. God damn it, warehouse it. Hey, shit costs money. This shit crazy. This shit crazy, people. I'm just saying, this shit crazy. So, China struck back with the 84% U.S. tariff. Trump says he raised the tariff on China based on lack of respect. Now, before I go any further, now take this in y'all real life, you street people. You street people. Because, see, when y'all be talking about respect or loyalty, respect is key. He didn't say, Trump says he raised the tariff on China based on lack of loyalty that China has shown to the world's market. No, he said the lack of respect. All right, I had to put that in there. If you know, you know. The lack of respect that China has shown to the world's markets. Trump paused tariffs for 75 nations who reached out to negotiate. Now, let's see. Just because you threw something out there, we got to see what Trump going to say about it. Is he going to say, okay, that's good enough for now? Because if it ain't all what he said, he just going to say, it's good enough for now. But you know, ooh, I'm giving you another time limit on woo. I'm going to need that. Still, this is the game of all or nothing. Pay attention, man. All or nothing. Trump ain't playing. He making people comply and he's pissing people off, right? People that's compliant, and you got the people that's pissing them off like China, and they also throwing back shit because they are just as powerful in this tariff trade. Made in USA. Can we get some of that shit? Right? So anyway, matter of fact, Trump blames China for the market crash. Now he won't blame them. He always have. China. Yeah, he won't blame China for the market crash. I blame all y'all ass, but y'all need to get that market up. Wall Street, get that market up. Because that's a lot of the people are depending on that market for so many reasons. On that market, get that motherfucker up. All right? Stay strong. Don't let them badger y'all and bully you out like y'all did Black Wall Street. No, don't let them do that to you. Shout out to the Black Wall Street and all the Black Wall Street that we still have today that people don't even talk about. Trying to keep it strong. You got to be under wraps, though. Got to be under wraps. You can take away something. That don't mean it's fully gone from existence. No, it keeps going. You just don't know about it. So don't go out like y'all did Black Wall Street. That's my motherfucking point, bitch. Shout out to Black Wall Street. Y'all some hoes. All right? Because all this is really payback from way back. That's why America going through what it's going through. Ah, I had got a phone call. My bad. Yeah. I came back. So you see that? Trump blaming China for the market crash. Now, Iran's top general says Trump is most deceitful. See, they paid attention when Zelensky came to the White House. They paid attention to how that went. And as soon as after that transpired, man, you had leaders from Middle East and shit like that. And they were saying, you see, basically saying for real, you see how they did Zelensky. You cannot depend on America for your safety no more. You know, that little backup no more. No. Trump said you got to buy your own defense now. Put more money into your defense. I'm not doing it no more. I'm doing it when it's necessary, but y'all been getting by. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I understand what Trump doing and shit like that. I really do. I really do. But it just ends bad. That's the point. This shit gonna end bad. And we know that. All right? Talking about he most deceitful. Okay. So Trump warns that a global conflict will happen. What's going on in Europe, this thing could end up in WW3 if we don't get Ukraine settled. That's why Europe is in a frenzy. They got their nukes on deck. They got all this. They prepared for Russia because they know that war is not going to stop him, Putin against Zelensky. And Putin's been tearing his ass up. And he be, you know, they go back and forth tearing each other's ass up. But at the end of the day, they know that everybody got to go against Putin. He got that Orshnik. Yeah, I need to be trying to stop him from shooting that Orshnik. But you can't shoot. If you explode some nuclear, it's going to be all bad anyway. So it's just fucked up. Putin a bad motherfucker because you got NATO, you got Europe, and you got Ukraine. You see? Going against Putin. Putin a bad motherfucker. Huh? Damn. I think he a bad motherfucker. So, Global Desk, they put out something. They say, forget WW3. We are headed for a financial world war. China's 1.9 trillion retaliation looms as Trump's trade war heats up, sparking fears of global economic meltdown. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right if you caught that. They trying to make people can't eat and on the street. Because, see, I probably still have my job, but the shit I have to buy to keep, in my crib and shit, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to hit me like that. It might, this type shit might hit. I don't know. It might fuck up everybody. Put a little bread in that mattress. You heard me? Hell yeah. Yep. So now let's go here though. So China is preparing for prolonged economic warfare, blacklisting American companies and exploring new alliances in Southeast Asia. American businesses are expressing growing concerns about geopolitical risk and potential retaliatory measures from China. The American companies they sweating bullets. Because Trump doing whatever, and then you got to think, those companies, they mess with China. On parts they need, computer parts, whatever, a whole bunch of shit. You know? All type of shit. Even though we got Japan, too, for those, and Taiwan for some chips, but some of them produce certain type of chips that you need. I don't think everybody do the same chips, but anyway. China preparing for this day. China has been preparing for this day. This is what the news is saying. Because China has spent several years building a strategy that transformed the country from building housing to 1.9 trillion, constructing factories to make low-cost goods for exports. And we know China is ahead of us. We know this. Even their learning system. And then they come over here and kick ass. You see? Still go to college again. Kick ass. You feel me? I'm telling you. And kick ass, boy, on that knowledge. Mm-hmm. Chinese factories are ditching American buyers. You see that? They ain't got no choice though, because they too are just as powerful as Trump. And they too are saying, well, I have no choice now. You brought me to these measures, Trump. I'm just gonna say forget y'all, because then it's sort of looking like we never needed y'all. It was just deals because y'all America and shit. But for real, we never needed y'all. We've been ahead of y'all since whenever. You see what I'm saying? I mean, come on. AI, all that shit. Even though we got an Elon Musk motherfucker and a whole team with his ass. Come on, man. China building shit that's, man, come on, man. Stop it. These motherfuckers too damn smart. You know? Chinese factories are ditching American buyers. Damn, after Trump imported a 125% tariff on China. Many Chinese companies who had previously responded to Trump's tariffs by offering discounts to longtime U.S. clients are now willing to forego the American market entirely as they attempt to find new buyers. That's crazy. Because even though Trump was doing all these tariffs, but it hadn't got this high yet on their ass, some of the Chinese companies were still going to do discounts and stuff with their longtime American buyers. They got relationships with these cats. Now it's like, hold up. Trump putting the whole China in, you know, hey, man, listen. We got to buy up. Sorry. We have to find new buyers. You too high. Your price is way too high. You need to cut it. See, this is some gangster shit as well. Your price is way too high. You need to cut it. It's sort of like Trump ain't giving them a chance to be like, okay, I'm going to pay what I back. Oh, no. You going to pay that back. Oh, and you going to pay that back in. And it's 25% tariff because some people just got 25% tariff. You see what I'm saying? See, that's across the board. Everybody got 25% tariffs, whoever you're talking to. But some people got extra. I got extra. You want some, you know what I'm saying? China damn near owns more real estate in America than most Americans. And you know that, look, red fall. I said, is it too late to do this? Look what they say. Made in the USA. That shit look good on a product nowadays, don't it? Like, where the made in USA shit at? Is y'all shit cheaper? Because, you know, hey. Well, they shit was so cheaper that motherfucker would still buy it online. We can't go in them stores and get like Temu, Shein, whatever the fuck. You can't go in there and get that shit. But if they did, they'd be just as rich. If you could go in there. But what I'm saying is, made in USA. Bottom line. You'll have to probably Google to see what's all made in USA. That's crazy. But anyway, and this cups $1. It is $1 at Dollar General, people. Yeah. See, this is just this is made by True Living. Now, True Living, they be having good products. From soap, washing your clothes, all that shit. Yeah. When you're on a budget, hell yeah, you can't get your good shit. Hey, man, True Living be having deals. Tissue, all of that. I buy Angel Soft, though, but I go that for. I go medium. I don't go to Charmin. I just hit the Angel Soft. They got good deals. I don't see it, and I needed to check that. I didn't check that pack I bought. See if it was made in the USA. We need to start making our shit. That's what Trump should have made sure what was in place first, at least for a year, then hit their ass up. Because all this shit was going to happen anyway, right? Why do it right away when we You're gonna have to struggle on, and these companies are struggling on, well, now how I'm gonna get this shit made. Okay, I might can open up a spot over here, but you know, it's gonna take time. That's what I'm saying. You just stopping shit, people closing their shit, they scared, be filing bankrupt in a minute. Can't pay nobody. The shit crazy. So anyway. Okay. So former US President Biden trade representative warned that factories are shutting down in America and worldwide. She says the tsunami is coming for everyone. I ain't never been in no trade war, but it don't look good or sound good. So China will be imposing actions against American companies by adding half a dozen to trading blacklist, including Shield AI and Sierra Nevada. Now, United States Chamber of Commerce Foundation report revealed that about 200 American companies have highlighted that China as their top source of geopolitical risk. Huh? Why would they say that? Because they be getting their shit from over there and other places that's connected to China, and then it's like Hong Kong and shit like that, and Vietnam. Oh, yeah, this is bad because they own too much over here. I mean, they have a lot of shit over here. Oh my goodness, you know how much shit China got over here in products. Now, if people can't get their Apple iPhone, motherfuckers gonna go crazy. That's why, hey, that Apple iPhone spot, they was like, nah, they smuggled them. They trying to say they smuggled them from India to the United States before Trump tariffs really kick in. Millions of phones, like 1.6 million or some shit. Yeah, equals 6 tons, whatever 6 tons is. Yeah. They was like, fuck that. So this shit real. They gotta do all that. Everybody's sneaky. You can't trust nobody though. And you don't know who right and wrong. Unless you go all the way back, Jack. You just don't know. Huh? But the Chinese Commerce Ministry has claimed if the U.S. insists on its own way, China will fight to the end. It looking like China giving up a good fight, too. I'm just saying. They ain't backing down from shit. But they already said they was going to go tit for tat. And this is what this is. Tit for motherfucking tat. Okay, so China looks for new allies in Southeast Asia countries like Cambodia, Laos, and Thailand to compensate for trade deficits. See that? See that there? Where there's a will, there is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. The water and sky around China is a for real geo threat. And they got a fake sun they built over there and shit. They got a whole fake sun. Big, they put it in the sky though. I think like it was some weird shit. Unbelievable ass shit. But anyway, they looking for new allies now. So the new tariffs make it too expensive to stay profitable, so discounts aren't enough anymore. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it. That's what they said, man. Can't do no more business with you. Cause now you taking off, like I ain't getting nothing. That's extortion, bitch. Allegedly. See, this some street stuff too. This is extortion, is Trump extorting people, bro? Oh, I'm too goofy for this shit. But on some real shit, is he extorting? Do anybody think that's extorting, bro? I think that's a little bit of some extortion. But anyway. China is blacklisting U.S. firms, launching export controls, and tightening regulations on American businesses. Boy, it's going to get scary. It's weird. See, it get more problematic because when you start to see American companies actually closing. Huh? Shutting down. Because they can't afford to get those. The price is way too high. China's the seller for making that shit. United States still the buyer. Because what we buy from, a lot of people don't even buy stuff from United States. That's why they be trading. I guess, like, what? Fuck that. Anyway, any fucking way. China's practice invasion of Taiwan surges 300%. Because remember when I was talking about that, China has surrounded Taiwan. You know. So now they say it surged up to 300%. So that meaning that's telling me they put some more stuff in the sky and on the sea. Only thing they ain't really did was put them on land. Now we really invade. That's the invasion, bitch. On land, huh? But we already got the shit in the sky and in the sea. But if we got to go as far as putting boots on ground, that's your ass. You know what I'm saying? We all out war there, goddammit. So they setting it up, right? They setting it up, right? In their face. Damn, China bad. China badass. Shit. China's practice invasion. Yeah. Went up 300%. China's military conducting full rehearsals around Taiwan as Chinese factories churn out fighters, missiles, and warships. They probably meant fighter jets, missiles, and warships at rates America can't match. Do you hear what I said? A Chinese factory. Well, after the 300% surge around Taiwan, they upped it some more. Chinese factories churn out fighter jets, missiles, and warships at rates America can't match. America can't match. Man, when I first read that shit, I was like, hold up. Damn, why they always be bringing up shit like that? Like saying Putin got the best nukes and, now China's production of shit, they factories is spewing out shit that America can't match. We got to get it together. America, get it together. I always said America play too damn much while we've been playing. Now it's time to get serious. See what Trump doing? He getting serious. He's serious about this shit. People look like they've been playing. Them other presidents y'all been playing. And while y'all ass been playing, China and other spots has been tearing y'all ass up in the background with all type of shit. Products just economic wise. Turn y'all ass up. Geopolitical wise, the words y'all like to use and shit. Yeah, that type shit. Don't make no sense. Jose say don't believe everything you hear and read. I get it. I get what you're saying. You sure right. You sure right. You can believe what you want to believe. All right. Now the subject was tariffs. If you've been paying attention to tariffs, you know everything I'm saying is true, you fucking imbecile. Huh? You fucking imbecile. Now, I know when Trump talks, he lies a lot. But if it came out his mouth and I said he said it, and you could look it up and he said it, I'm telling you what he said. I didn't make this shit up. Bitch. Damn. Now, Beijing's actions signal, which is China, and we know this, signals not just intimidation, but preparation. And you know this. I'm talking about they prepared. They didn't surround it their ass, bro. But they've been surrounding them like a couple weeks ago. I talked about that shit. They said that shit went up 300%. So what that mean? They put more shit out there. Hell yeah. What else could it mean? Huh? They ain't through nothing yet. Please don't let China throw nothing. Come on. Yeah, I gotta stop this shit. I'm telling you. It's gonna be bad. But that's why I came on here, people. I was trying to find what Trump said. And he an arrogant motherfucker. He getting real arrogant, man. He had a speech like a couple days ago. This dude said some wild shit. But anyway, well, hold up. I found the bitch. Wait a minute. Which one is it? Oh, damn. It ain't even on here. So anyway, people, include this video. That's all I had to say. I thought I was going to find it in time. I did not. So that's all right. That's all right there. You know what I'm talking about? Because it don't look like it's even on here no more. That's crazy. Oh, here it go. Here it go, bitch. Listen to what he said. Hold on. Take it off.
Our country. And don't let some of these politicians go around saying, you know, because I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my ass.
Hold up, man. Listen to what this boy say. Turn that bitch.
But this is the largest transaction in the history of our country. And don't let some of these politicians go around saying, you know, because I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my ass. They are dying to make a deal. Please, please, sir, make a deal. I'll do anything. I'll do anything, sir.
Did you hear what the nigga said? I mean, Trump. Somebody put a muzzle on this fool, man.
But this is the largest transaction in the history of our country. And don't let some of these politicians go around saying, you know, because I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my ass. They are dying to make a deal. Please, please, sir, make a deal. I'll do anything. I'll do anything, sir.
Now, I know y'all heard this shit, bro. Trump said, and don't let these other leaders fool you type shit. They be calling me, talking about, please, sir, I'll do anything. You know what I'm saying? He say they kissing his ass. What? I want to make a deal. This is our president, though, people. You know what I'm talking about? So the word of the day was tariffs. Look, I'm going to leave you with this. I don't know if this will make a change, but try to buy this shit right here. They say made in the USA. It ain't got to be just these cups. It could be any product. But try to buy this, and maybe that can help a little bit. Because you might as well. I feel like this at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, they got to end. Shout out to Big Glow. At the end of the day, they got to end. But if I'm going to get, bent over with no Vaseline, you know what I really wanted to say? Well, then I'm going to get bent over with no Vaseline from where I'm at, which is America. Okay.